Hello, everybody. This is Corporal Kindel returning to Dominions 5 as Neifelheim on Impossible versus 15 AI. This is episode 5. This episode number 5. I did 3 episodes yesterday, and I did 1 Friday, so those 4. So this is number 5. Okay, so we're continuing our own game. I saved it last night. So let's go to continue an old game, which is RK3. That's the game that I saved. Play game. Okay, we're in win-a-wise mode, so I want to set this back to full screen mode with Alt-Enter. Okay, we're back on full screen mode. Setting the clock to 30. Getting a little bit going a little bit more than I longer on these turns than I want to. Hopefully I'll be able to keep it at least around 30, 35 this turn. Okay, so we had that big battle last time that I nitpicked that battle. Okay, and we got a huge indie army here right on the throne of Ascension. Okay, there's one other thing I was thinking of actually before the video. There's actually a few more ways in this game that you can make money. Okay, the one way, the main way which I talk about was with forts and the administration exuding into adjacent putting forts into areas that have the largest population in gold, which I pointed out are going to be these farmland areas. I talked about that already, so I don't want to say much more about that. The other ways, however, are there are certain sites in this game that provide gold. For example, there's a mine, there's like a gold mine, and I mentioned in most of the magic sites, it's like 70% of them are 70% or so percent are gem giving sites, but there are other sites that don't necessarily, some of them actually provide gold. I think, don't quote me on this, but I think the ones that provide gold are usually around mountains. They're like mines. It's like a gold mine, a gem mine. I've seen those. They'll provide, like, say, 80 gold or 50 gold, 100 gold, something like that. They're usually, I think, around mountain areas, I think. Now, I have to make a note of that if the odds of them being in a mountain area are higher than other areas. But that's another way. There are a couple of other ways. One is the third way to make money is there are a couple of spells that allow you to transmute gems into gold. And I've used those in this spell. A couple of large, you're more likely to use those on a large game when you have a lot of stockpile, in particular gems that you don't, if there are gems you don't need a lot of. For example, those 2 transmute spells, there's one for earth gems and another for fire gems. In a pinch, if you have those, you could raise a lot of cash. You put more gems in it, the more cash you can get. And the last way, there's a construction level 8 item. What is it? I think it's called the drop near. If I'm not mistaken, I'll look it up. The drop near. It provides 200 gold a turn. That is a really good level 8 construction. I mean, 200 gold a turn. Very nice. One of those level 8 items that I usually always zero in on when I get the level 8, if it's not already been used. So those are some other ways that you can generate cash in this game. Okay, so we are on, what did we make it up to? Okay, summer in year 0. Okay, so we're in the bad part of the game where it's summer because we are Neifelheim. We like the cold, and as you can see, the summer is raging on, and it reduced my cold scale to 1. I'm normally at 3. It reduced it to 1, and as a result, my income has dropped down. Because remember, I was at 400. I conquered this province, which should, by my calculations, in my last, it gave me 6 resources and 4 gold. So I should be at roughly 404, with just the 1 province taken, and I'm at 386. So I lost, it's 14 and 4, roughly 18-ish that I lost for just out of my 1 main province due to just the summer effects of reducing me to 1 cold scale instead of my normal 3. And that happens. And as it'll get, that difference will ramp up even more when you start taking a lot of when you have like 8 to 12 castles, you see hundreds. This income level will vary by hundreds between the winter and the summer. It's really tough. Sometimes you'll even go into the minus. It's happened. Sometimes you'll be forced to use things like transmute fire. If you're just barely have you're supporting your armies with your income, and then it becomes summer and you're going to the minus. If you don't have enough income, they'll start doing things like selling off stuff, selling off your troops and stuff. So you don't want to, or buildings. That happens in every 4X game is like that. If you don't have enough to keep your upkeep, they will sell things off. Okay, so let's get back to it. We conquered this province down here, Gray Mountains. We want to move into the next province. Couple of these provinces actually look kind of weak right now. Remember, I ramped the independence up to strength 9. So next one I want to do is I want to attack this province. There's something, I don't know what this is, if that's just a pictorial on the map, or if they're, but so we want to attack this province. So let's go to take a brief look at it shouldn't have changed. I still got everything in the same in this army, which is fine. I didn't change, I didn't take any losses. Meanwhile, I did recruit some guys here. So what we're going to do is we want to set these guys. These guys are going to be reinforcements. Reinforcements into my army. So for the time being, the only thing I'm going to do is I'm going to group these. I'm just going to group them together into one. Usually it's better to have bigger squads, like say 3 instead of a 2 and a 1. Just by the way the morale works, you start taking hits. A bigger squad can take more hits before you have to start getting subject to morale check. Of course, this guy doesn't have that much because it was it's all I recruited last turn. And for the time being, I'm just going to put them on guard commander. And I'm going to put this guy up here. Remember, I had on the other army, these things up there were my flankers. Doggone it. It's not what I wanted to do, army. The guys that I had set in this corner up here were the guys that I sent to attack rear. So I'm just going to send this guy to also attack rear. Attack rearmost enemy. So he's going to flank with the other guys because they're going to combine. And also this guy, he's going with them too. He's another reinforcement. He's going to attack rear. Attack rearmost enemies. Okay. So I want to take both of these guys, control, send them into the wolf tribe. Send this whole group into the wolf. So I'm combining everything to hit the wolf tribe in the ancient woods. Wow, you can look at that. It is 2 summer there. That is wowza. I am in the summer. That is not very good, is it? God, should I risk it? I don't know if that's a, doggone it. I'm wondering if I should actually risk that. But there's not that many units here, 30, and they're really kind of weak. I think I'm going to go ahead and risk it. I might end up paying for this, but next turn I will hit strike into this. I will go here, then here, try to work myself around, maybe end up the year hitting this province with a much larger army and trying to take the I don't think I'm going to have too much of a struggle in this province, even though it's double summer, because these units are not that good, and there's not that many of them. Of course, famous last words, so watch my guys get smited now. I'm going to be really upset if that happens, but we'll find out. And this, of course, looks like a trap. Phantasmal warriors. So if I attack this province, I'm going to make sure I set my... I'm going to need another, what do you call it? Oh, doggone it. A priest, because these are undead type guys. So I'm going to make sure I recruit a priest this turn. A Yotam Gold. Okay, so this is the guy that was left over last turn, because remember I was -1 or -2 in the resources, so he overflew to the next turn, or rolled over, I should say, to the next turn, which is this turn. Okay, so the gold counts 2. I don't have any more His recruitment is 2, so I can only recruit 1 leader this turn. Him, so I'm putting him in. I want to recruit a gold because the Phantasmal, the Undead side is the next on my hit list. Okay, so let's go with a few more. What do we got? We got 230 gold. Let's ramp up our army a little bit more. See if we can get some guys. 16. Well, I'm going to be down 1 again, ain't I? 140, 16. Maybe I can get a couple. All right, 70. We're at 70, 11. What is how many guys? 5. I can actually get him too, couldn't I? Okay, that looks good for recruitment this turn. Primarily an army recruitment. So we'll go with that. Exit. And that looks okay. I still don't have any research going. Like I said, be patient. I'm going to adapt and overcome. So let's do it. Let's do the attack and see if I made a big mistake by attacking in the summer in a double sun spot with my army. I don't think I will, but I made mistakes before. This wouldn't be the first. Let's see how it goes. End turn. Okay, AI thinking battles. All right, come on. I'm anxious. All right, there was a battle in ancient woods. The province previously owned by Innu has been conquered. All right, and I didn't take any losses. All right. Just for the hell of it, let's view the battle. I mean, why not? I'm not going to really stop what I am going to do is I really like all these options on. That's just how I like to see it. So we'll go. We can see our guys. My reinforcements added up here. You can see there was the bless, the major bless. Their arrows are going. I tell if I got hit. Damage resistance. So I'm hitting their main line right now, and they're firing. Wow, they are really firing against my javelinists. Interesting. They are really targeting my javelinists. Meanwhile, my guys are flanking. Yeah, now they're trying to adapt. I like it. My flankers are doing real well with the swiftness, the 30% movement bonus, so you can really see that in action. And now they are retreating. They are in red. Okay, cool beans. I like it. I like it. So my guys did a lot of damage. So let's go. That was pretty much it for that battle. We'll go to Q. We'll quit Q to the hotkey to quit the battle. So we saw how that worked. I'm not going to nitpick that battle like I did the last one, but you can see how everything worked around. You know that the Neifelheim Giants caused a lot of chill fatigue. Okay, so that was that. What did we got? Proclamation from Abysia and Theratos. So they're going to have their prophets here in a couple of more nations. Abysia, that is one of the heat nations. Theratos, I'm drawing a blank on Theratos for some reason. I just don't remember. Okay, so there was the battle. Unexpected event in Neifelheim. Really? What? Heavy snowfalls have blocked mountain roads. Gold. Oh, you give me a break. Minus 111. Really? Minus 111 gold. That sucks. I really need all the gold I could get. Okay, a new famous hero. Stories of bees, brave deeds, and his extraordinary agility have been told by bards and storytellers all over the world. Bravely bold Sir Robin, who's not afraid that his eyes gouged out and his lips removed and his head cut off. Oh, brave, 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 brave Sir Robin. Okay, so that was B. B has made it to our thing. So let's take a look at B. See, B now has got a red spot. He's got a red spot because he made it to the Hall of Fame. So what's his heroic ability? Hero is ambidextrous and has increased attacks and defense skills. Enter any kind of the Hall of Fame gets a heroic ability that will become extremely better while it remains in the Hall of Fame. Okay, so I want to keep this guy in the Hall of Fame, so he needs to keep killing units. By the way, what ambidextrous does is your guys can actually hold 2 weapons. If you got a 2-handed guy, he can actually have 2 weapons. He can hold like a sword. Normally it's a shield and a sword, but I actually hold 2 swords. The problem when you have two swords, okay, I believe it's not a good thing to do, because what it does is it gives you a minus to your attack that's equal. I think this is how it works. It gives you a minus to your attack value that's equal to the length of the sum of the two weapons. So if, let's say, I had a sword, two swords length 3, 2 times 3 is 6, minus 6 to your attack for fighting with the two swords. I think that's how it works. Again, I'm going to check on this when I do the editing just to be sure. But with the ambidextrous ability, see right now it reduces that. Right, see down there it says ambidextrous 2. I think that it reduces that in that case that I was just talking about, they would have 6 minus 6 to attack. I would get to add plus 2, so it would only be minus 4. I think that's how that works. Multiple attack skill penalty for wielding multiple weapons depends on the length of the weapons. So the longer the weapons, the worse when you're wielding 2 of them. It's better to use short weapons. So that's how that works, and that's okay. It's an okay benefit. I mean, I may want to take that into account when I get some weapons on this guy. It's probably not the best heroic ability on there. I mean, I'd rather see something that's just protection or something like that. But that's okay. I can put 2 weapons on this guy. I mean, I would want to take advantage of that. So we have taken this province. What is it now? It is now late summer, so summer is moving to its conclusion. Late summer, next turn will be fall. Let's take a look. I'm at 2. Was I not at 1? Yeah, I did. So you can see that it's now getting a little bit cooler. So I did see an income increase. I'm at 447 because I'm controlling 3 provinces now. So what was the income on this one? Was 35. And then what am I getting? 15% of 35? Well, 10% of 35 is 3.5. And then half of 3.5 is what? 1.75. 3.5, 1.7. That's roughly 5 and a fraction. So I'm getting another 5 gold out of that. And of course, 30% of the resources are being added because of my administration to my home province. So you can see my resources are up to 124 now. Remember, I started the game with 98, I believe it was. So taking these 2 provinces has increased both my resources and income. Also, these are woods provinces, so they're a little bit more likely to have magical sites than our other provinces. Okay, I want to take the provinces that are known as the cap circle, cap for capital, and the areas that are all adjacent to my, because I will get the most addition to my administration that is adding back to my capital. I think that the administration ability actually goes out 2 hexes, but it's significantly reduced. If I was to control this, for example, this province down here, it's 2 spots, 1, 2 away from the capital, but I'm not sure how. I think it's reduced to such a minimal extent that it's really not that good. Really, you get the most gains from everything that's adjacent to the capital. Exactly how much it's reduced when you're more than 1 spot removed province away, I'm not sure. I will post that when I get to this point in the editing, and I'll look it up so I can be sure. But I'm fairly sure that it's not very much. Okay, so we took this province. I had that stupid result that gave me 111 this turn, so that's why I have 332 instead of like 440 something, because I got a minus 111. I want to ramp up the defense a bit to 6, which is my just standard. Okay, so now, and we're going to go try to take this province. Okay, now this looks really, I don't know how to say it, but this just looks scary to me, because it looks like there's one guy there. I know they're undead, and it just looks like a big trap. I don't like traps. So what I'm going to do is I am going to attack it, but first things first, let's go back into my army. I want to take my 2 spearmen and reinforce, add them to the spear group. And I'm going to take my 1 guard commander. Why not? I'm actually going to add him to, who do I want to add him to? Why not? Let's add him to my prophet, just for the hell of it. You never know what happens, right? If they have a guy that flanks around, he'll be able to be an extra guard for my prophet. A prophet's a powerful unit in this game, as you all know. You only get one of them, and if he dies, there's a 6-turn delay before you can choose another prophet. 6 turns doesn't sound that like that's half a year. That is half a year when you could be attacking each turn with a triple priest. So yeah, I consider that significant. 6 turns is a long amount of time. Okay, so those are my guys. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take my one guy that just I got this turn, Bigsby. Oh, God doggone it. Only Bigsby. Send him back to the capital because I want to get more units and start shuttling them. You know, on second thought, hell no. Let's send him, because I'm attacking a tough province. I'm going to take that back. They're all going to go in. Because I'm actually going to recruit another leader who will be a shuttle unit. So let's just keep Bigsby with the army. So what did we get? We got this guy. I'm going to... okay, he's going to be renamed. I'm going to rename him, and we're going to call him Gumbo. Okay, so we got Gumbo the priest. Okay, Gumbo. He's got a bunch of units. You know what I'm going to do with him? I'm going to take these units. As you notice, he's got a 0. He doesn't get any inspirational benefit. I'm just going to add this group together with Gumbo. And I'm going to put them... I want to add them up roughly where my other spearmen were, which was around here. And they're going to do the same thing. They're going to attack closest enemy. So they're going to group roughly in the same area where my other spearmen were. Meanwhile, Gumbo, what he's going to do, okay, so he's going to be attacking with the other priest. The other priest is casting that divine blessing, which is going to bless all my guys. So I want him to do something that is bad against what do you call it, undead beings. So let me go. Let's go to cast a specific spell. So what do we got? Ashes to ashes. What does that do? Blah, blah. What is ashes to... Okay, I did not look at it, did I? Okay, cast a specific spell. Ashes to ashes. Right-click on it. Right-click, okay, blah, blah, blah. This is a banish spell. With this prayer, the priest smites undead beings with the power of his fiery god. A large number of undead beings will take damage and are set on fire unless they manage to resist the banishment. Okay, so that sounds like a cool spell. What else do we got? What is Smite Demon? We'll make a divine bolt and deliver mass to a demon who fails to resist the spell. Okay, I'm not sure we're up against demons, though. I think they are ghosts or spirits. So I'm pretty sure that we don't have a demon. What is holy word? When a holy word for the next time he's able to stun a sacred warrior or false. Okay, we're not dealing with sacred. Holy Avenger. Harm being done to the casting will result in a divine bolt striking the midst of the enemy. Well, I'm not I'm not looking to get any harm done to the casting priest. So let's just do let's do multiple ashes to ashes. That seems like the most combat oriented spell against undead units. So we're going to cast ashes to ashes several times. Hold or cast spell. Ooh. Not what I want to cast. Ashes to ashes. Cast a specific spell. Okay, so we scripted 5 of them, and then I'm just going to go cast spells. Okay, so where is my guy on the battlefield? Well, let's move him a bit closer. I should have looked up the range of that doggone spell. I'm not sure what the range is, so I moved him up a bit closer. That's okay. Because I put him on the battlefield right behind where there's a lot of units, so I don't expect them to be breaking through to me. You know, the reason I might not be seeing any is because they're probably ethereal, which is another bad thing. Ethereal units are harder to hit. Okay, they are harder to hit, so I'm gonna really be relying on my mages or my priests. So let's go on Bowser. Let's go my my army set up on my other army and go to Bowser. I'm gonna click on this. Wait, click on the doggone spell. So what do we got? Heavenly Fire. Okay, so let's take exit Heavenly. I don't want Heavenly Fire. How do I clear? Doggone it, none. Do I have to put none? Okay. Okay, brain fart. Now I'm forgetting what it. Oh, here we go. DEL delete. I do want to do Divine Blessing. We'll take the Heavenly Fires off. Cast a specific spell. Holy Word, Holy Avenger, Divine. I'm thinking I'm also going to need Ashes to Ashes. So we're going to cast. You know, I might just intermix that with that other spell that I'm using just in case. Cast a specific spell, the Heavenly Fire. Ashes to Ashes, Heavenly Fire. And then I will do Ashes to Ashes again. And then Heavenly Fire again. You know, just alternate them, starting with the Divine Blessing to get my bless going. Then Ashes to Ashes, Heavenly Fire. That seems logical. And we'll see how that works. We will see how that works. I'm going to see if I'm going to if I've made a really bad mistake by attacking what are probably ghostly things here. It says it's about 7 enemy units. Army consists of phantasmal warriors and swordsmen. All right. So we're going to find out how bad of a decision did I make. How bad am I going to screw up by attacking with my army against this province? Let's find out. We're going to move this army here. We're going to take Gumbo and his boys and move in. So let's recruit again. Do our next recruit at 300. I've got 311 left. Who do I want to recruit? I'm still going to need combat units. I want to get a shuttler. So we're going to take a hearse. Remember, he was sacred too, but he's not as strong as the Yotam Jarl. He's almost half as much expensive, though. So we'll take one of those, especially the turn that I lost 111 gold. We're going to take another scout to get in my army. And that leaves us with, 180? Well, let's beef up, a couple of spearmen and add a couple more to my javelinists. I haven't bought in a couple of javelinists. Throw a few of them in, and it leaves me with 16, of course. 60 and 16. We'll take another jav. Okay, so I've got minus one of my javelins will roll over to the next turn, and that's fine. And I'm going to accumulate 31 gold to the next turn. Okay, so that's what we've got. Let's see how bad. Oh God, this is. I actually get a little bit of sweaty hands going right now because I have this bad. Why do I have a bad feeling that I'm walking into a trap? I don't know. Let's find out. In turn, I've put the ball in motion. So if I get hammered, I get hammered. You know, it's going to happen. I'm not going to win every battle in this game. I got to tell you, I might not even win this game. You know, I mean, anything can happen. You know, I don't know. Anything could and will happen. You know. Okay, so we had a battle in Twin Peaks. What happened? Province occupied. Oh my God, it's been conquered. I lost a lot of units. Doggone it, I lost units though, didn't I? I lost a Jarl. Eek. I lost a Jarl. I lost 2 javelinists, and I lost a spearman. So I took casualties. 4 phantasmal warriors. Well, okay. Their phantasmal warriors killed 4 of my guys. So all my guys that died to their phantasmal warriors. So we need to look at this battle. Ooh, they had an illusionist. How interesting. How very interesting. They actually had mages. See, there were a little bit more than 7 units there. They were 31. Probably because the phantasmal were ethereal and I could not see them. So if you take those guys out, they actually had what? 8 plus 5 is 14. Well, it said 7. 14 is actually doubled 7, so that makes sense, doesn't it? Because I think that the report that I noted last year will vary by 50%-ish. So because 7 doubled is 14. Okay. So let's view the battle and see what went. Though I did win the battle, some things obviously went wrong. What did I do wrong here? View battle. Let's try to figure this one out. Okay, here's my guys. Very interesting. It looks like it's snow. Oh, it is snow. What am I thinking? The heat was in the other battle. Okay. So my guys passed. Okay, here's the warriors right here. Let's see. Okay, okay, well, I didn't see the Phantasmal Warrior attack. Swordman, Gum. Okay, here it is. Ethereal negated the damage. Attacker damage repel. More morale repelled. Penetration roll 11 plus 5 versus magic resistance roll 14. Jotun failed to resist. Interesting. Jotun skin shifter failed to resist. Attack roll 7 versus potential 15. Penetration roll 11 plus 15 versus magic resistance 14 plus 7. So they're actually rolling against magic resistance against my guy and against one of my skin shifters. So let's click on, oh, God's sake, are you kidding me? Is it already, really? 30 minutes already? Skin shifter, where's the skin shifter? Those are all scouts, aren't they? They're hitting my skin shifter. Which is that the skin shifter? That is the skin shifter, but I'm not seeing a Phantasmal Warrior here. Very interesting. Okay, let's look at this one. Oh, doggone it. It went by so doggone fast. Jotun Scout hit the Phantasmal Warrior body with Spear 14. 14 points. A target was killed. Interesting. A Scout held one of their warriors with a Spear. Attack roll 24 versus 15. Damage roll 25 plus 3 versus protection roll of 0. I know that they have 0 protection. Plus 14 points of damage. So I was able to hit them, even though I didn't have a magic weapon. That is interesting. Hit a spearman in the leg for 0 points of damage. I want to see the point where I got hit. Oh, I know what I need to do. I need to slow this down a minute. Okay, what was that? That was the Heavenly Fire. Penetration magic swordsman failed the damage roll versus protect. 8 points of damage. Damage roll 15. Okay, well, it looks like 2 of them hit. Heavenly Fire. So there's that hit. That must hit like a 3. Maybe, oh, it hits 1 square, right. The Heavenly Fire actually hit 1 square. They have 3 units in the square because their size is 2, so that's why I'm seeing 3 damage rolls. It's an area weapon. It affects 1 square. I missed 1 guy, but I hit with 2 others. Phantasm missed a scout. Missed. Wow, I wish I could, you know what would be nice? If this little screen right here could move down. I wonder if that could happen. I don't think I can do that, can I? Phantasmal Warrior, Javelins and Arm for 1 point of damage. Okay, these guys are... What about my flankers? Wow. Did they not get... My flankers are actually ran into their armies, their groups right here, so that's why they're not quite... They actually kind of blocked my flankers. They got a lot of units in this battle. This is very interesting right here. This is, I believe, the illusionist cast. He cast a what do you call this? Mirror images or something like that. I can't remember what the name of it is. They're like mirror images. We actually hit the mirror image. You're not hitting them. I don't know if you guys remember that Conan movie when back with Arnold Schwarzenegger. I think it was the number 2 Conan movie, and he's fighting the guy against the mirrors. That guy had all the hitting the mirror. This is kind of like what that is. He's actually striking striking the guy, but striking an illusion of them. So, which is kind of a useful spell for mages. Okay, so back to this. Click it on, see what's happening. Where did my guy get hit? Wow, I got this on slow too, and this thing is scrolling really fast. I wonder if I can... It does have a scroll bar here somewhere, but I'm just not seeing it, you know? I am just not seeing the little scroll bar here. It would be really nice if this could just expand this, but I can't. I don't seem to be able to. I don't know. I just would like to see where the point where my guy got hit and my two guys that died. Somebody got hit, but I got a +4 because he's regeneration. See that little green? I don't know if you noticed that the little green 4 that appeared. That was my regeneration. You'll see that. So this guy's really in a tough. He's actually probably the best guy to be surrounded, just because he has regeneration. He can take a lot of hits, and he can turn into a and he can remember if he actually gets killed, he can turn into a werewolf. Oh, here we go. I froze a guy. So let's take a look over here and see how much fatigue they're getting. Wow! Look at that. These blue lines right here are the fatigue. 200 fatigue. I like it. Remember, when they get to 200, over 200, any additional fatigue is actually taking his damage and not fatigue. So 200 is getting really. These guys are getting frozen ice cubes. Meanwhile, where are the guys that I got killed, where they killed me? I still haven't quite figured that out. They did kill one of my Jarls. Which is the Jarl? It's probably going to be this guy because he's getting surrounded. Let's click on him. Well, he actually hasn't been getting. This guy hasn't gotten hit yet. What about the other guy? Did this guy get hit yet? He's not hit yet. Interesting. I'm suspecting that this one is going to be the guy that gets killed. Oh, and there's my javelinists. I think one of my javelinists got killed. So he's actually pulling out his axe now. Oh, and he's wounded. He's got a limp. This is one of those afflictions that I told you about. Remember when they hit you? So he must have got hit in the leg because he's limp. That's a leg hit will cause a limp. That's interesting. And there's my gold. Remember, I kept him in the back. So are you kidding me? Oh, a spearman. Very interesting. Where was my gold? This is a spearman. Crippled. Wow, I got some hits. I did get some afflictions this turn. Interesting. This province was definitely tougher than I originally thought, but it's not to have been expected. I expected a trap, and it surely was. Where's my guy that's going to die? That's what I want to see. Is it him? He hasn't gotten hit yet. 6 encumbrance. He's at 12 fatigue. His fatigue isn't that bad right now. It is ramping up. So we're going to be looking for that. Where's my guy that's going to get killed? Because I am going to end up losing one of my Jarls here. One of my Jarls. He's now up to 15 fatigue. Hasn't taken any damage. So you can see right here the reinvigoration is going on. I still got fatigue, but my reinvigoration is subtracting from it. I wonder if it's the other darn guy. This guy's almost won, hasn't he? Wow, he's got 20. He's got even more fatigue. None of them have taken hits yet. Interestingly enough, it looks like this guy's really going to get the tough. He's got the brunt of these guys right here. Because I'm looking at 12 guys swinging at him. Oh, there he is. He got a hit. I'm looking at a red. This is going to be the guy. I can see it right now. Doggone it. He's down to 14. What did he get hit? He's limping. CS. What is CS? CS. Doggone it. Something half. See, I can't remember what that acronym was. CS. Half. So CS is down to half. Attack -1. Defense -1. Map move -4. Gosh, what is CS? CS. I can't remember. I'll have to look that. I'll get that on the background. He's gonna die. I can tell. Doggone it. I saw a green 4 there. That was my fatigue. I mean my reinvigoration. I mean my regeneration. Okay, so my guys are getting reinforced down here. My javelinists are now wielding their axes. So they are moving in. And these guys are finally starting to move around the flank. Ooh, he took another 7. Doggone it, he's down to 4. And he's got 2 wounds. Look at that. Battle fright. Oh, God. Morale 5. Doggone it. He's about to die. That really stinks. Well, who was this guy? Bigsby? That was the new guy. Bigsby. Man. So Bigsby is about to die. Doggone it. Somebody's gonna get him. Ooh, there was a holy fire right there. My flankers are starting to move around. Wow, it doesn't seem like I'm doing a whole lot of damage though, does it? I mean, I'm still seeing a lot of doggone guys. That's the nice thing about these, or the bad thing about these phantasma. They're actually harder to hit. What is their exact? They're ethereal. I believe that ethereal units get a -10 to attack unless you have that, what is it, spirit sight? Or those special sights. He just got hit again. He's down to one farging point. Oh no, Bigsby. One hit point left. Oh man, he is just walking around just back and forth. You know, he's about to just kick the bucket here. Meanwhile, you can see how long this battle is taking. That's because I'm not able to hit, because they have the phantasmal defense of, I believe it's +10. Again, I'll check that up. Ooh, and there he goes, Bigsby. Bigsby, I missed the... Bigsby just got killed. I just lost Bigsby. Okay, meanwhile, my flankers are making it around the flank. Hopefully they can get this doggone leaders, what they need to do. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. You have got to be farging kidding me. See what this is? This is a false horror. Thank God. I was thinking that it was a horror. The real horrors, I was going to say, are really, really bad in this game. There are two things that are really bad in this game. One is curses. Two is horror. Horror marked. When you guys get horror in the number 4 version of this game, horror marked was really, really bad. It was one of those things that you could not remove. If it gets inflicted on you, you're just permanently, for the rest of the game until they kill you, you're horror marked. Similar with cursed. Cursed makes you more likely to get afflictions. And there are a couple of other negative effects for curses. I can't remember right offhand. I'll look them up. But this is a false horror, so it's not a real horror. I was going to say, this early in the game, horrors, really? So it's a false horror. It shouldn't be a real thing, which is nice. So, okay, so let's get back to the game. I need to get these leaders right here. Got to get my flankers going. Get more of my flankers. These guys are actually breaking through now. Other guys that I added, my other scout right here. See the scout. Wonder where my guy that was in the what do you call it? That made the okay, here he is. The guy that made the Hall of Fame right here, B. So B is over here fighting. Okay, meanwhile, I think I am whittling it down a little bit. Not as much as I would like. You can see how tough these ethereal and phantasmal units are. They are really, really tough. I mean, I'm just swinging everywhere, just not hitting. Very slowly hitting. Wow, this would have been nice. This battle would have been nice to have a couple of extra goads or priest-type units. 2 wasn't quite enough, was it? 2, oh, wow, look at this guy. This guy flanked around and he's hitting him from the rear. Interesting. Oh, you got to be kidding me. His morale is right. He is routing. You got to be kidding me. Doggone it. He is routing. He failed his morale check somewhere and is routing. Very interesting. Wow. This was a very, very interesting battle. Phantasmal Warrior. He's kicking out, aren't they? These guys are just kicking out more Phantasmal Warrior. I need to get them. We need to get them. I mean, they're just summoning them in battle. I wonder how many of these guys are left. His fatigue is 97. He's on the edge, isn't he? This guy's 100. Wow, he's passed out. Ghost Wolves. He's at 1. So both these guys are over 100 right now. So they're going to be out for a while until they can start reinvigorating. And I have knocked down quite a bit of these phantasmals over here. Another doggone horror, false horror. Wow. He was at 100 a minute ago. How is he even able to cast? 97. Okay, he's getting some fatigue reduction somewhere. I mean, I know they're getting one. You get that bonus of one per round, the default, and he doesn't have any extra. He doesn't have any extra reinvigoration that I can see, and should just get that one a turn. That's interesting. Or one basic, the default of one reinvigoration that they have. Very interesting. That was. I mean, let's go ahead. I'm going to speed this up just a bit on the main just to see, because we're seeing where this is going. Wow. Another frigging horror, false horror. Wow, my guy broke. He's running away. What happened to did they run? They must have ran off. Okay, so we routed them. What a battle. Now, that was a hell of a battle, wasn't it? I mean, that one was worth watching. So what I gained from this battle was, it was really hard to hit these phantasmal warriors, these ethereal units, because they have that extra bonus, which is a plus 10 defense ethereal. I forget what it's called. I'll have to post that, exactly what it is. But if you have a magic weapon or the sight, phantasmal sight, then I think that negates that plus 10 defense. But none of my guys had that. So it was really tough for my guys to hit. They just were missing all the time. That's why the battle went on so long, and they were able to hit me because they had 3 guys. They were smaller. So they were able to get, like I said, against my this one Jarl that was killed, they had 12 of them attacking. There was 12 attacks against this one guy. That is rough. I mean, when you get 12 guys around a corner and I'm not killing enough of them, they're just going to eventually get through to you. My guys seemed to have enough fatigue. I mean, I didn't see any problems with my fatigue going on. Whereas their illusionists eventually did get some fatigue, but apparently they died in the end. That's very, very interesting. So you need more. You need at least a couple of more special guys or items to get against these kind of units, these phantasmal units. It's probably a halfway decent province if it's defended like this. So what did I lose? Lose 2 javelinists, a spearman, and a jarl. Was that return worth it? Probably. It was okay. I mean, the Jarl that I lost was a new guy, so he wasn't. He didn't have a lot of, he didn't have a lot of experience. I would rather have lost a guy that didn't have a lot of experience yet versus a guy that, had a lot, that was really powerful and had a lot of veteran status. So I'm going to keep that in mind. I need more. I'm going to need more items in this or something, items and priests, to be able to deal with that. Perhaps some kind of summoning that could deal damage to these kind of things. And a mage that has other spells, which I don't have right now. Very interesting. So we got 3 famous heroes. Check this out. Famous E has made it to the Hall of Fame. Who else has made it? A has made it to the Hall of Fame. And Fido has made it to the Hall of Fame. So I now have 4 Hall of Fame entries. Very cool. Very, very, very freaking cool. So what did we get here? Oh, God bless. A is damaged. Doggone it. Dog freaking gone it. He's limped. So what I'm probably going to do with him is I'm just going to pull back with him. Well, I don't know. Should I? Should I not? Should I limp? He's limped. Well, I can keep him in the battle. What I'll do is I'll just set him further back because he's going to be moving. I don't want to take the chance of him dying is what I really don't want. Not before I can recuperate him. Because remember, I do have recuperation, but I'm not going to get that before my pretender gets in. Okay, so the bell went off. I'm going to end this particular episode. I don't want to get it to run to probably went into 35 or 40 minutes. So So I want to end this here, and I'm going to probably do 1 or 2 more episodes. 7 o'clock. I want to be able to get the see The Walking Dead tonight, a new episode. So I don't want to miss that. Okay, so this has been Corporal Kindel playing Dominions 5 as Neifelheim on Impossible vs 15 AI, and this has been episode 5. It is what is it? Early fall? I think it's early fall in year 0. So we will, and I hope everybody has a great day, and I will see you for the next episode. Take it easy. Bye.
What shall we do with the drunken sailor? What shall we do with the drunken sailor? What shall we do with the drunken sailor? Early in the morning. Way, hey, and up she rises. Way, hey, and up she rises. Way, hey, and up she rises. Early in the morning. Put him in the longboat until he's sober. Put him in the longboat.